Hey, it's Mary from Mary's Hatbands. This is the Cobra head pop-out hatband that I made. This was a really cool, fun experiment that I did. I hadn't made a hatband like this before with a pop-out piece, so I had a lot of fun figuring out how to put it together. And I did it in a couple different stages, and so this video shows the process of putting this all together. So this is the sketch that I made. It looks really crazy, but it's got a lot of information on it, and I just kind of sort out the separate steps that I have to do. So it gives me kind of a rough draft of how I'm going to approach everything. So once I work in my sketchbook and get that all figured out, I start drawing my pattern. I got this crazy pack of color pencils. It was so huge, way bigger than I thought it was going to be, but you know, I've got a lot of shades to work with, so that's really cool. So I started with the pop-out piece itself, and then I made a repeating pattern of the snakeskin print. And I ended up, once I loomed the pop-out piece for the first time, I ended up thinking that the tongue and the fangs needed to be more prominent. So I went back and I drew it again, and this is a video of that. I just felt like it wasn't dramatic enough. Once I did this the second time and felt good about the way that it looked, I went ahead and loomed it again. Sometimes it takes more than once, especially when it's an experiment and it's something I haven't done before. So no big deal. It's all part of the process. So I try not to get too uptight about it, but it turned out really cool. And once I did the body for it, I thought the pattern of it was so cool, because once you really start looking at the pattern of it, it's just really dynamic and had some really cool, interesting shapes and stuff. But I always find it interesting when you really start drawing or looking or observing, you know, things in nature. You can really find all these cool patterns. And I never noticed how this snakeskin print was before until I did this. So that was really cool. This is the center part that the pop-out piece is going to attach to. I thought that light blue would really be a great contrast for that cobra head to stand out a lot more. So the front piece is kind of like a separate panel from the rest of the snakeskin print hatband. And once I got done looming that, I just kind of wanted to see how it was going to fit together. So I held up this pop-out piece to it and thought it looked really great, and just kind of continued on with the work. I love the shiny beads that I used for the tongue and the eye. I didn't do that the first time when I loomed the pop-out piece, so I felt like that was a good change in color for it, just to help it stand out a little bit more. So once I did both pieces and got them off the loom, and I was just kind of looking at them, this is pretty close to being done to the final stage. I really loved doing this. It was so much fun. I've been making jewelry since I was a teenager, so it's really just kind of freeing to do something I haven't done before. And this is how it turned out. I love how it looks. It's a really dynamic, bold hatband, and the pattern is just, I really got into making this pattern. I loved it a lot. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching the making of this cool pop-out cobra head hatband. I loved making it. If you want to check out some of the other hatbands that I've made, you can check out my Etsy website, which is maryshatbands.etsy.com, or you can follow me on Instagram or Facebook, or you can subscribe to my YouTube channel here. Thanks for watching.